Exactly 9 months after Karen Reed's first murder trial ended with a hung jury, her retrial is now underway in Dedham. Jury selection began today in the high-profile case at Norfolk Superior Court. Nearly 100 potential jurors were on hand for the start of this selection in the case.
Jury selection happened on the same day the much-anticipated Canton Police audit was released. That audit was sparked by public outcry over the Reed investigation. Tonight, NBC 10 investigator Ryan Kath is digging into what the police audit found. But we begin outside the courthouse in Dedham with John Maroney. John, this process to find a jury seems like it's going to take a while.
It definitely could, Glenn. So far, only 2 jurors have been selected, a man and a woman, and this entire process will start all over again tomorrow morning.
I feel like it's Groundhog Day, really. That way without Bill Murray.
Karen Reed leaving court after the first day of her murder retrial and jury selection. She's pleaded not guilty to hitting and killing her boyfriend John O'Keefe with her SUV 3 years ago.
It's going to be a tough one because not only does everyone know about this case, but it seems everyone and their cousin has an opinion about it.
91 potential jurors appeared before Judge Beverly Cannoni. She detailed the charges against the 45-year-old defendant and addressed all the pretrial publicity.
People outside of this building have rights, and we know that they have voices. But this criminal trial will be decided by an independent jury.
The jurors filled out a 3-page questionnaire about the high-profile case before chatting privately at sidebar with the judge, prosecution, and defense.
Don't want to overswing the pendulum, but it's collaborative and it works well. We got a few more people, but we can cover all the bases.
The pool was pulled by the court. 78 of them say they know or have talked about the case. Less than half say they've expressed or formed an opinion. 16 admitted a bias, and more than a third say a severe hardship prevents them from serving.
It's more than is typically asked of jurors, but I should note you can ask all the questions you want. The reality is that all of these jurors know about the case. The question is how many of them will honestly state that they can be completely impartial.
In all, 64 potential jurors were spoken to today. Another group has been asked to come back tomorrow. We'll have in Dedham, John Maroney, NBC 10 Boston.
Just the beginning, John. Thank you. And as this second trial begins, there's a major update on the fallout from the first trial. The town of Canton is releasing an audit of its police department, which faced intense scrutiny and criticism about the way it investigated the death of Officer John O'Keefe. NBC 10 investigator Ryan Kath has been reviewing this lengthy report, more than 200 pages, and joins us to explain what it reveals. Were you able to get through all of that?
I'm getting there, JC, but I got for sure the key points for you here. As controversial details about the Karen Reed murder case came to light, taxpayers approved the $200,000 audit. It is a top-to-bottom independent review of the department. Investigators spent 3 months in town combing through records, observing day-to-day operations, and interviewing every single officer on the force. Amid the intense public glare of the Karen Reed case, they were some of the most talked-about moments of the trial. Canton Police deploying a leaf blower to search the scene and using red Solo cups and Stop and Shop bags to store important evidence. Outrage over details like that and allegations of a cover-up motivated Canton voters to successfully petition for an independent audit of its police department. And the 200-page review is now out.
That's antiquated policing.
Investigators say police should have photographed where John O'Keefe was found in the front yard before first responders moved him. And they should have stayed on scene until a state police team showed up later in the day to dig through the snow for evidence. Officers should have interviewed key witnesses like Jennifer McCabe and Carrie Roberts separately at the police station while recording those conversations. And all video evidence of Reed's Lexus SUV parked inside the station's Sally Port should have been immediately preserved.
The biggest thing for any law enforcement agency is having the training and the resources available to be a professional agency.
The report also detailed a department suffering from low morale, thanks to withering criticism on social media and in person. Officers described being harassed on the job and off duty while spending time with their families. One officer told investigators, "No one in this town will care about us until one of us gets murdered. Even then, half the town will probably celebrate that." So clearly a lot of repair work ahead. Among the key recommendations in the report, recording witness interviews at the police station, placing evidence collection bags and digital cameras in all department vehicles, providing more training around crime scene protocols, and giving a high-level review to all death investigation reports. Now, I did reach out to the police chief along with several audit committee members for comment. They told me they did not get an advanced screening, so they had not read the report yet when I spoke with them. However, they will all be at a community meeting on Saturday at the high school, which will give taxpayers an opportunity to ask questions or give feedback about the audit. Ryan Kath, NBC 10 Investigators.
Thanks for digging into that, Ryan, for us. With the trial beginning, we'll be airing Canton Confidential, the Karen Reed murder trial, every weeknight at 7. We'll have a full recap of the latest developments from court, as well as legal analysis, and it all kicks off tonight, right here on NBC 10.